Welcome to Las Vegas and Allegiant Stadium. It's a great setting and a high-energy environment as we crank up another college football season here with the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself. And the Buffaloes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made inside the 10. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Buffs.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from the contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Short pass finds the tight end. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. And so Kirk, Colorado has the lead. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. That completion sets up a second down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for the wide out. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Buffaloes are in the red zone. It's a shotgun run call. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football. The quarterback to the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They bring him down after a short gain there.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Tackle made after a big gain. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. It gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Graham down the middle. It's Acker. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Defense is coming after him. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. That gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. First down and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. A gain of 2 yards, and now it's 2nd down and 8.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented.
The defense with more pre-snap movement. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. No fair catch, looking to return this punt. And the coverage sheet. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Touchdown, Buffs. Still no answer for this offense.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kirk. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Breaking free at the 35. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Takes the handoff again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is the offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. First down. Looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Hall. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Looks like he's going to run it. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. And the Buffaloes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
It is 1st and goal. A great chance to claim the lead before the break here. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
Boy, this defense just getting manhandled.
And the Buffaloes offense is back out there on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts. If the offense comes back with a counter play, if you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And they heave it deep downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. On first down, it's play action. Lets it fly to the wideout. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for offense, looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
They'll run it here. Breaking free at the 35. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big...
And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint at the 10. Touchdown, Colorado. And this one is getting ugly.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Buffaloes. And the route is on.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his fourth rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
Offense on the field to take over. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever.
Touchdown, Buffs. To stretch the lead. Well, this one ended up being a blowout, Kirk. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Utah Utes, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. At the 40, there he goes. And he breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38, and it'll be first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colorado.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He's going to let it go. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Bucks. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And that's just mano-a-mano, receiver one-on-one man coverage. He's got to win. He's got to get back and cross the defender's face, fight back to the football, make the catch to pick up that first down.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. On second down, looking again to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Quarterback adapted. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
Second down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you
Rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. Going to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
And the offense can... The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute.
He's loose down the middle. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bucks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You work too hard.